Hey Lance, we've come to get I've come to get Debbie's air fryer, and I've promised not to look at the televisions. So I thought I might just give you a walk around of the local TV shop, Curry's PC World. It's been here a long time, but we're in here at the minute. And you know, sometimes you can be lucky and you can find somebody that knows everything. Luckily we were fairly early when we came this morning, and I was able to say to the bloke, right, or the people that were stood there, who knows the most. And we've been really good, and you can come here and you can see and you can ask the questions and you can find the bloke. So it's the best place to come to. This is our little local TV shop, and we've just changed the TV, and obviously there's going to be another film about that, isn't there? Anyway.
Is it stable?
Yes, it's stable.
And the antidote? See you tomorrow, gentlemen.
Reggie likes his television.
Well, have I got news for you? News. Have you ever been to a shop, and I'll explain why, but have you ever been to a shop to buy a plug and then walked out with a new television and a new sound system? Well, we did on Sunday. We did on Sunday. We went to get Debbie's Christmas treat, an air fryer, and we ended up walking out with this. And my thinking behind it was, the previous television, we couldn't remember. The man in the shop said it could be 10 years old. The previous television, we couldn't remember when we bought it. So we were thinking, well, it's got to be 5 years old, something like that. So, you know, with all this malarkey that's going on with the ships and the boats and the diversion of the containers and one thing and another, things are only going to get dearer. And, you know, I'm a great, you know, a great fan of future-proofing yourself. So anyway, we like Sony. This was there. There was a, you never know with the sales, do they? They reckoned they kept the price from Black Friday, so, and now it was a January sale. So anyway, we bought that. And we had surround sound, but now we've got Dolby Atmos. But it's incredible how televisions have come forward so much. 60 inches would have fitted, but they don't make a 60 inch. So this is a 55 inch. So look how incredibly thin the thing is. There's no thickness. There's no depth in it at all. We're just waiting for some, we've ordered some extra legs for it to make it fit on this unit. The original stand that's in the middle doesn't really work well, so we're going to get a set of legs here and a set of legs there. Look how thin the thing is. It's unbelievably, look at that, it's not even a fingernail thick. Incredible. And there's no weight in it. Remember the old tellies and the old tube tellies. So let's see. So I don't know if you ever noticed, but the television before this one was a curved telly, and we put that in there, and we didn't really notice the curve. But come with me, and so the one, this is obviously in the living room. So we've had a new one in the living room with a an Atmos sound bar thing with it. We're going to put a bass box and add a surround sound to it later on. Anyway, let's go and check where the curved telly went. Well, the television from downstairs. Oh, the television from downstairs has ended up here. And it's somehow bigger. We didn't think it was bigger. But the silly thing about it is we never really noticed the curve on this television until it's come here. Now, can you see it? It's a curved one. It's mad, isn't it? It's completely mad. And this more modern curve, the one that was before here, stuck out, and you had to sort of stuff yourself between the bed and the television. But this curved one, we thought it wouldn't do. But again, this is thin one. It's a thin TV. Obviously not as thin as the new one, but that's a thin-ish, shall we call it. A thin, curved television. So this one that was downstairs has come up here. You know, sometimes you want to come to bed and watch a film. Sometimes I like to come up here and watch Scoutcrafter when Debbie's watching television downstairs or whatever. So we've got these options. So you want to know now, don't you? You want to know where the television from this room previously is going to go. Come on, I'll show you. So again, this is a Samsung. This is the television from the bedroom. This was on the wall. You see how thick it was? Look how the modern has come down. This is flat screen. This is what we can't remember. We don't remember how old this is. It's that old, we can't remember when we bought it. So we're thinking 6 or 7 or possibly 10 years old. But anyway, this one is now going to go into the garage. So let's go and have a look at that. This is going to be quite a problem. We've nicked the mounts off it. This is going to be quite a problem. Let's go and have a look at what problem is ahead of us, what little job we've got to do. So this is the current television in the garage. It's a lot smaller. It's still fairly thin, sort of thing. Fairly. But nowhere near like the new ones. But mounting it is going to be a mare. I don't know how we're going to mount it. And how we're going to lift it up here without dropping it. This one's been quite light. Now, the reason we came to this television was because of the signal. The old television wouldn't take the feed from the CCTV and wouldn't work off the internet and all that, because this is a newer... They've changed the signal. You can't run the old signals anymore. You can't run old televisions. So that one that was in the bedroom is now going to come here. But we've got a nightmare of a job. I don't know how we're even going to begin to replicate the mounting on this thing. Anyway, something we've got to overcome. We run the Fire Stick here. So that what brings us because we've got internet up here, which is this flying saucer thing that comes down through the electrics into the garage here. We can run a Fire Stick. Let's have a look. We can run a Fire Stick. Hold on. Let's get this. Yeah, we can run a Fire Stick down here. Yeah, so that's why this telly was here. So that's why that other one's going to work. So where's the previous telly from? You want to know. I know you're asking that question. Yeah, so let's answer that question. In between time, we'll have a little divert into stereo systems that are in the garage here. I think this was a similar thing, you know. I think look, it's got quite an age. Look, it's a cassette player and a boom box, and of course the speakers all around the garage. So we've got a powered boom box with controls there, and we've got this little radiogram home entertainment thing. That's what does the sound in the garage here. Let's turn this up. Hold on, you've seen this before, no doubt. Shall we pick something? what we let's pick that for instance, just to get a bit of sound on it so we don't get a music strike. Come on, come on, come on, just thinking about it. Here we are. Oh, that's different. I thought it was just going to be internet. Hold on, let's come out of that. Oh, hold on, let me come back to you. As you can see, the sound of this is in the speakers all in and around the garage. It's controlled by this. That controls the bass and that controls the volume. It's driven by this. So you want to know where the previous... I know you keep asking these questions. I can hear them coming down the line. Where's the one before that then, Reggie? We sat this on the TV stand. Who remembers the old-fashioned TV stands that used to sit a television on top of there, didn't you? Well, here we are. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if we can get up there. Hold on. Without falling over. Let me just... Who remembers these? This. A stereogram, innit? Yeah. This was the previous sound system in the garage. You know them, you've seen them, haven't you? The stereogram with the perspex top on it. Yeah, so I made a little shelf up there in the roof, and all you have to do is reach up and feel for the volume and the on off. So this is the previous, we had this one in here first, and then we threw the one out the house and put that in here. And I've got a sneaky feeling, oh, that's got to be 25, that's got to be 30 years old, I'd say. I've got a sneaky feeling that I bought this one when I wasn't meant to buy it. Went in, same again, saw it, bought it. Yeah. Anyway, so let's find out where the television before this one, because the big one from the bedroom is now going to come here. This now is going to go into the rear garage. Let's go and have a look at that. Yeah, this is the culprit. Debbie's just starting experimenting. We'll start using the Ninja cooker thing, his hairdryer. Everybody seems to rave about them. They all like them. They all. So anyway, we went to buy this and ended up with a new television and a sound system. So, as you know, we're in the rear garage now. We've got, don't say the word or it'll go mad, right? And we've got the internet up here via that thing. This television, this is the previous television. I'm terrible. This is the older, this was the television that used to be in, this television used to be in the garage, but it won't take the modern signal. This is an old, the beginning, look at the thickness of that, beginning of flat screens, wasn't it? This used to be in the living room. Look at all that edging. My God, this it's come forward so much, hasn't it? Technology. So this went from the house to upstairs to the garage. Now it's back here. I don't know what I'm ever going to do with it. I don't know why I keep the damn thing. You can see how long I've had it for. Anyway, we're going to rob these off it anyway, the mounting points. So we will then hopefully have a television up here capable to take the CCTV. Where we're going to mount it exactly, I don't know. But anyway, we'll figure that out. So we'll have a YouTube up here, so when you're doing something you can have a look at it, and we'll have the CCTV up here, so if we're tinkering about or we hear a noise, we just need to look up. So it takes a long time and it's a lot of effort, but it's part of fun of having a man cave, having a tinkering about in your sheds, putting everything everywhere, you know what I mean? But obviously, you know, it takes time. But yeah, we're getting there. And it's too cold today. I might finish that. I mean, throwing the car out, shifting all that stuff out to be able to get to there, to fix that, to then to be able to put everything back tidy. I don't know if I'm going to commit to that today because I'm going to get filthy and it's freezing. Yeah, so anyway, little update for you. It takes years and years, because to get to this point where I've got a television that's going to work in this room, you've got to go back a history of probably 25 years, I suppose. How old is this television set? This television's got to be, does anybody know? Is anybody up to date with televisions? How old is that set? Is that 25 or 30 years? And we finally made it. finally made it. It's a long journey, but I think it'd be worthwhile doing when we get there. Oh, look at that. It flickers. When the camera sees it, it flickers. Anyway, I'd like to add... Oh, let's get away from that. I'd like to add that it was not a plan of mine to... yeah, oh, that's odd, isn't it? I'm watching my own YouTube channel, so we won't get any strikes on it. But it wasn't a plan of mine. Debbie was going to order the air fryer thing online. I said no, because of it's such a fragile thing. Getting it delivered, getting thrown around by parcel people, whatever. I wasn't that confident, so we happened to be near a big PC World, Curry's PC World place in the Midlands here, one of the biggest. So it wasn't part of my plan to take it to the shop to go and get it, physically get it, and then to accidentally walk over to the television section and buy a television and a new stereo because Stephen's had a new one. That wasn't my plan or my intention. So I've said it, it's official now. It wasn't an evil scheme of mine to drag her to the shop, because, you know, she's had a pretty rough winter and she's a pretty rough Christmas, coughing, and, you know, she's been not 100%, and we should have gone somewhere Saturday and she wasn't really well to do that sort of travelling, so we cancelled Saturday. So Sunday I thought, come on, let's treat ourselves. Yeah, so and Debbie's quite pleased with it. I can tell you that now because she's not here and it's safe to say so, but it's on record that it wasn't part of my evil plan to get her into the shop.